Good morning. Good morning, everyone, and to our YouTube viewers. YouTube ng ano natin, right? So, before we proceed, may I request Miss Kat and Miss Janet for the opening prayer, followed by the roll call and acknowledgement of... wala si... Mueng. Sorry. Wala si Ma'am Janet. Okay. So, kindly stand up. Thank you.
Invite you, Jesus, to be with us throughout this day. For four of these tasks we encounter to the best of our ability. Help us be a person of integrity, all that we say and do. Through Christ our Lord.
Hello. Attendees for today's bid opening activity. Jose Angelo Caragdag, BAC Chairman.
Present.
Sheridan G. Longos, BAC TWG Member. Alex B. Oliver, Provisional BAC Member. Julieta R. Ibarra, BAC Member. Jonicio Enrique, BAC Vice Chair. RJ Yanga, BAC Sec Member. Katrina Marie J. Oropesa, BAC Sec Member. Rowena S. Neliasca, BAC TWG Member. Marieta P. Masaganda, BAC Sec Member. Ray Adrian Bonavente, BAC TWG Member. Maria Lucia R. Requejo, BAC Secretariat Head. Maria Arabella K. Fajardo, BAC TWG Member. Miss Marcia A. Ruero, Representative from COA. Sarah M. Asarin, BACSEC Member. And Maria Aurea Mildred Romualdo, BAC Member. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Weng and Ms. Kat. So today is January 30, Tuesday. Welcome to DPWH Camarines Sur first DEO opening of bids for 4 infrastructure project. So also we are live at Facebook in compliance to Department Order number 06 series of 2024. We are live at YouTube in compliance to Department Order 06 2024. YouTube live streaming, posting of DPWH procurement activities, and contract award disclosure. So also, we have here our observer from the COA, representative, Ma'am Marcia, good morning. So today, we have here 5 BAC members, including me as your BAC chairperson. I hereby declare a quorum and a total number of 5 members here present, and this opening of bid called to order at 10:06 in the morning. So we will now proceeding with the conduct of opening of bids for contract ID number 23 FD0065, 23 FD0066, 23 FD0067, 23 FD0068. So, but before we start, I would like to inform everyone that the opening of bids will be conducted by the members of the BAC to be assisted by the BAC TWG and BAC Secretariat. So today we have here scheduled for infrastructure project, subject for the opening of bids. So for project number 1, it's 23 FD006, construction of road, Sitio Batbat and Sitio Sintorisan, Barangay Godofredo Reyes Sr., Ragay, Camarines Sur. So the approved budget for the contract amounting to 24,124,701 pesos and 24 cents. It's a construction of road. The contract duration is 104 calendar days. The pickup license should be C and D to small b for general engineering. We will now proceed to the project information for contract ID number 2, for project number 2, sorry. So for project ID number 2, 23FD006, construction of 0066, construction of multipurpose building, Barangay Amomokpok, Ragay, Camarines Sur. The approved budget for the contract amounting to 4,824,920 pesos and 7 cents. The scope of works is a construction of multipurpose building. Contract duration is 150 calendar days. Pickup license C and D to small b for general building. And for project number 3, 23FD0067, construction of 4-story school building, Polytechnic University of the Philippines, Ragay Campus, Ragay, Camarines Sur. The approved budget for the contract amounting to 28,949,992 pesos and 86 cents. The scope of works is construction of a 4-story school building, and the contract duration is 285 calendar days. Pickup license is C and D to small b for general building. And for the last project, with contract ID number 23FD0068, construction of multipurpose building, covered court, Del Gallego Community College, Barangay Comadaycaday, Del Gallego, Camarines Sur. The approved budget for the contract amounting to 19,299,931 pesos and 44 cents. The scope of work is construction of multipurpose building. The contract duration is 210 calendar days. Pickup license is C and D to small b for general building. So we will now, may I now request Engineer Oliver for the retrieval of the envelopes for the bids of the contractor. You may now open the bid box. Thank you. So for contract ID 23FD0065, we have here 3 bidders, namely Rapid Works Construction and Supply, SHLA Construction and Supply, Edrox Construction Incorporation. May I request Mr. Vice Chair for the opening of the envelopes. So time check, it's 10:11 in the morning.
For Edrox Construction Incorporation, the components of their bid are as follows. Original copy of technical and financial document and photocopy of technical and financial document.
We now open the envelope for manual checking.
We proceed to the opening of the original document. Under technical document for project ID 23FD0065, the components of which are as follows. Certificate of PhilJEP's registration, valid until July 29, 2024. Mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2024. Tax clearance, valid until March 21, 2024. Pickup license, valid until August 23, 2026. Statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. Statement of Single Largest Completed Contract, SLCC. Bid Securing Declaration, duly signed and notarized. Contractors Organizational Chart. Contractors List of Key Personnel to be assigned to the contract. List of contractors' major construction equipment units to be assigned to the contract. Duly signed and notarized omnibus sworn statement. And net financial contracting capacity. We proceed to SHLA Construction and Supply for contract ID 23FD0065. The contents of their bid are as follows. Original bid document, technical and financial, and copy of their bid, technical and financial. For the original bid, technical documents, the components of which are as follows. Certificate of PhilJEP's registration, valid until May 14, 2024. Mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2024. Tax clearance, valid until January 5, 2025. Pickup license, valid until February 1, 2025. List of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. Statement of Single Largest Completed Contract, SLCC. Notarized and duly signed bid securing declaration. Contractors Organizational Chart. Contractors List of Key Personnel to be assigned to the contract. Contractors List of Equipment pledged to the contract. Duly signed and notarized omnibus sworn statement. And the contractor's net financial contracting capacity. We proceed to Rapid Works Construction and Supply for contract ID 23FD0065. The contents of their bid are as follows. Original copy of the technical and financial and copy of the technical and financial. We proceed to the opening of their original technical and financial documents for project ID 23FD0065, the technical component envelope of Rapid Works Construction and Supply, the contents of which are as follows. Certificate of PhilJEP's registration, valid until October 20, 2024. Mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2024. Tax clearance, valid until November 23, 2024. Pickup license, valid until August 20, 2024. Next is the statement of all ongoing government contract and private construction contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. The SLCC, Statement of Bidder's Single Largest Completed Contract. The duly signed and notarized bid securing declaration. The contractor's organizational chart. The contractor's list of key personnel to be assigned to the contract. The contractor's list of major equipments owned or leased under purchase agreements pledged to the proposed contract. Materials testing certificate. Audited financial. Affidavit of site inspection. duly signed and notarized omnibus sworn statement, and the contractor's net financial contracting capacity.
So the three bidders for contract ID 23 FD00665, namely Edox Construction Incorporation, Sheila Construction and Supply, Rapid Works Construction and Supply, passed the preliminary examination of technical documents they submitted. So moving on to the second project. DTI na. DTI and second.
Sorry, for Rapid Works Construction and Supply for contract ID 23 FD0065, detail certificate, expiration date is June 19, 2028. For SHLA Construction and Supply for contract ID 23 FD0065, DTI certificate, expiration date is on April 13, 2028. And lastly, for Edworks Construction Incorporation for contract ID 23 FD0065, SEC certificate.
DTI.
Incorporation. With attachment. Okay. Securities and Exchange Commission with registration number 00133.
So, thank you. So, again, the three bidders passed the preliminary examination for the technical documents they submitted. So, for the next project, 23 FD0066, kindly open the... we have here loan bidder, namely Premium Rock Construction. So, Mr. Vice Chair, kindly open the bid of Premium Rock. Time check, it's 10:20 in the morning.
For contract ID 23 FD0066, Premium Rock Construction, the contents of their bid are as follows: original copy of technical and financial document and copy of their technical and financial document. We proceed to the opening. The original document, we have the technical and financial. For technical document, the components of which are as follows: for ID 23 FD0066, certificate of PhilJEP's registration, valid until February 8, 2024. DTI certificate, valid until January 18, 2026. Mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2024. Tax clearance, valid until December 22, 2024. PCAB license, valid until December 20, 2024. They submitted their statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. Also submitted the statement of their single largest completed contract, SLCC. Duly signed and notarized bid securing declaration. The contractor's organizational chart. List of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract. List of contractors' major equipment units to be assigned to the contract. Duly signed and notarized omnibus sworn statement. and contractor's net financial contracting capacity.
So the lone bidder for contract ID 23FD0066, Premium Rock Construction passed the preliminary examination of technical documents they submitted. So moving on to the third project, 23FD0067. We have here two bidders, namely Edrox Construction Incorporation, SHLA Construction and Supply. So Mr. Vice Chair, kindly open the bid for the contract ID 23FD0067. Time check 10:23.
So for contract ID 23FD0067, Edrox Construction Incorporation has a bid proposal has two major envelopes, the original copy of their technical and financial. We proceed to the opening of the envelope. For their original technical documents, for contract ID 23FD0067, the components of which are as follows. Certificate of Field Jobs Registration, valid until July 29, 2024. Security Exchange Certificate, SEC Registration, number 1199700133. Mayor's Permit, expiration date is on December 31, 2024. Tax clearance expiration date is on March 21, 2024. PCAB license is valid until August 23, 2026. The contractor's statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. They also submitted their statement of single largest completed contract, SLCC. Original, duly signed and notarized bid securing declaration. The contractor's organizational chart for the contract. List of contractors' personnel to be assigned to the contract. List of contractors' major equipment units to be assigned to the contract. Duly signed and notarized omnibus sworn statement. And contractors' net financial contracting capacity. We proceed to the opening of bid of SHLA Construction and Supply for contract ID 23FD0067. The content of their main envelope are the original copy of technical and financial and copy 1 of their technical and financial. We proceed to the opening of the original documents. For technical documents, the components of SHLA Construction and Supply, for the technical documents they submitted are as follows. Certificate of Field Jobs Registration, valid until May 14, 2024. May 14, 1-4. DTI Certificate, valid until April 13, 1-3-2028. Mayor's Permit, valid until December 31, 2024. Tax Clearance, valid until January 5, 2025. PCAB License, expiration date is on February 1, 2025. Your technical documents includes the list of their ongoing private and government projects, including projects awarded but not yet started. Also, they submitted their single largest completed contract. Original and duly signed, notarized bid securing declaration. The contractor's organizational chart, the list of key personnel to be assigned to the contract, the list of their major equipments to be assigned to the contract, duly signed and notarized, omnibus sworn statement, and finally, the contractor's financial contracting capacity.
So the two bidder for contract ID 23FD0067 passed the preliminary examination for technical documents they submitted. So moving on to the fourth project, 23FD0068. We have here three bidders, namely SHLA Construction and Supply, Rapid Works Construction and Supply, Edrox Construction Incorporation. We now request Vice Chair to open the bids for the 23FD006. So time check, 10:28.
For 23 FD 0068 SHLA Construction and Supply, they submitted one original copy of their technical and financial and a copy one of their technical and financial. We proceed to the opening of their original bid. For the original technical component, for 23 FD 0068 SHLA Construction and Supply, submitted the following: Certificate of PhilJEP's registration valid until May 14, 2024. DTI certificate valid until April 13, 2028. Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. Tax clearance valid until January 5, 2025. PCAB license expiration date is on February 1, 2025. Other documents include list of their ongoing private and government projects, including contracts awarded but not yet started. Also include their list of single largest completed contract, duly signed and notarized bid securing declaration, a contractor's organizational chart, list of key personnel to be assigned to the contract, list of major equipments to be assigned to the contract, duly signed and notarized omnibus sworn statement, and lastly, their net financial contracting capacity. For contract ID 23FD0068, Edrox Construction Incorporation, submitted an original copy of their bid and copy one of their bid. Original envelope has the original copy of their technical and original copy of their financial document. We proceed to the opening of their original technical document. So for Edrox Construction Incorporation under contract ID 23FD068, the components of their envelope are as follows: Certificate of PhilJEP's registration valid until July 29, 2024. SEC certificate number 11997000133. Mayor's permit expiration date is on December 31, 2024. Tax clearance expiration date is on March 21, 2024. PCAB license valid until August 23, 2026. Edrox Construction Incorporation submitted also their statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. Also, they submitted their statement of single largest completed contract, bid securing declaration, duly signed and notarized. Their organizational chart for the contract, the list of their key personnel to be assigned to the contract, the list of their major equipments to be assigned to the contract, duly signed and notarized omnibus sworn statement, and finally, their net financial contracting capacity. We proceed to the next contractor. For Rapid Works Construction and Supply, they submitted a bid that has 2 envelopes, 1 original copy and 1 photocopy. The components of their original documents are as follow: original technical component and original financial component. We proceed to the opening of their technical document. For contract ID 23FD0068, Rapid Works Construction and Supply submitted the following: their certificate of PhilJEP's registration valid until October 20, 2024. DTI certificate valid until July 19, 2028. Their mayor's permit, expiration date December 31, 2024. Tax clearance, which will expire on November 23, 2024. Their pickup license valid until August 20, 2024. They also submitted the statement of their all ongoing government contracts and private construction contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. The statement of their single largest completed contract, SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid. Duly signed and notarized bid securing declaration. The contractor's organizational chart, the contractor's list of key personnel to be assigned to the contract, the contractor's list of major equipments to be assigned to the contract, materials testing certificate, duly signed and notarized omnibus sworn statement, additional technical requirements, affidavit of site inspection, duly signed and notarized, their net financial contracting capacity.
So the 3 bidders for contract ID 23FD0068, namely SHLA Construction and Supply, Edrox Construction Incorporation, Rapid Works Construction and Supply, passed the preliminary examination for technical documents they submitted. So moving on, may I request Engineer Ami to read the CWA result.
Good morning, everyone. Here's the result of eligibility from CWA for project 23FD0065. For Edrox Construction Incorporation, Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. SEC dated July 31, 2056. Tax clearance valid until March 21, 2024. PhilJEPs valid until July 29, 2024.
100% Class B participation, PCAB license, valid until August 23, 2026, PCAB registration, July 9, 2024, work experience pass, and FCC pass. For Isla Construction and Supply, Mayor's Permit, valid until December 31, 2024, DTI, April 13, 2028, tax clearance, valid until January 5, 2025, PhilJeps, valid until May 14, 2024, then Class B participation, 100%, PCAB license, valid until February 1, 2025, PCAB registration, valid until February 1, 2025, work experience pass, and FCC pass. For Rapid Works Construction and Supply, Mayor's Permit, valid until December 31, 2023. Verify.
When sa sinabi 2024 yan. Validate. Validation.
DTI, valid until June 19, 2028. Tax clearance, valid until November 24, 2024. PhilJeps, valid until October 20, 2024. %100% Class B participation, PCAB license, valid until August 20, 2024. PCAB registration, valid until June 22, 2026. Work experience pass and FCC pass. That's all set.
Mayor's Permit.
Mayor's permit, nakatouch.
Anong date? Expires December 31, 2020. So moving on to the... okay, sorry. So for financial documents for 23FD0065, kindly open the financial document. So, time check 10:40 in the morning.
For Edrox Construction Incorporation. For contract ID 23FD0065, Edrox Construction Incorporation submitted the following: bid form, duly signed, bill of quantities, duly signed, summary of bid prices, detailed estimates, and cash flow by quarter. Edrox Construction Incorporation submitted a bid with a total amount of 23,920,408 pesos and 41 cents only, with no offered discount. Again, 23,920,408 pesos and 41 cents only. 23,920,408.41 with a negative variance of 0.85%. We proceed to SHLA Construction and Supply. The contents of their original financial documents are as follow. Original and duly signed bid for. Original and duly signed bill of quantities. Summary of bid prices and cost estimate. And finally, cash flow by quarter. SHLA Construction and Supply has a total bid amount of 23,921,899 pesos and 20 cents only. Again, 23,921,899 pesos and 20 cents only. 23,921,899.20 with a negative variance of 0.84%. We proceed to the next and final contractor, Rapid Works Construction and Supply. Submitted their original financial documents for contract ID 23FD0065 that has a components of bid form, original, duly signed, original bill of quantities, original detailed estimate, original summary of bids and cash flow by quarter. Rapid Works Construction and Supply has a total bid amount of 23,835,155 pesos only. Again, 23,835,155 pesos only. 23,835,155.00 with a negative variance of 1.2%.
So moving on. So the financial documents for the 23FD006 for the three contractor also passed the preliminary examination financial components they submitted. So for contract ID 23FD0065, Rapid Works Construction and Supply with the bid amount of 23,835,155 pesos only. Again, 23,835,155 pesos only. Again, 23,835,155 only with a variance of 1.2%. So the lowest bidder as read is Rapid Works Construction. So this will also be subject or conduct of bid evaluation of bids on February 1, 2024, and post-qualification will be conducted by the TWG on February 6, 2024 at 8:30 in the morning. So moving on to the project number 2, 23FD006. May I request Engineer Romualdo for the CWA result.
For 23FD0066, Premium Rock Construction. Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. DTI valid until January 18, 2026. Tax clearance valid until December 22, 2024. PhilJEPS valid until February 8, 2024. Then Class B participation 100%. PCAB license valid until December 20, 2024. PCAB registration valid until December 20, 2024. Then for the work experience, pass, and FCC, pass. That's all.
So we now proceed the opening of financial document for the manual checking.
Premium Rock Construction submitted the original financial envelope that has the following components. Original and duly signed bid form. Original and duly signed bill of quantities. And detailed estimates. And finally, cash flow by quarter. Premium Rock Construction has a total bid amount of 4,752,471 pesos and 36 cents only. Again, 4,752,471 pesos and 36 cents only, with no offer discount. Again, 4,751,471.36 with a negative variance of 1.5%.
So the financial document for the loan bidder Premium Rock Construction for contract ID number 23 FD006 also passed the preliminary examination of the financial components or financial documents they submitted. So for contract ID number 23 FD0066, the loan bidder is Premium Rock Construction with a total bid amount of 4,752,471 pesos and 36 cents. Again, 4,752,471 pesos and 36 cents. Again, 4,752,471.36 with a variance of 1.5%. So the evaluation of bids will be also on February 1, 2024, 8:30 in the morning. This is also subject for the conduct of post-qualification by the DPWH on February 6, 2024, also at 8:30 in the morning. Moving on to the third project, 23 FD 0067. So, may I request Engineer Romualdo to read the CWA result.
For 23 FD 0067, Edrox Construction, Mayor's Permit, valid until December 31, 2024. Then we have SEC, dated July 31, 2056. Tax clearance, valid until March 21, 2024. PhilJEP's registration, valid until July 29, 2024. Class B participation, 100%. PCAB license, valid until August 23, 2026. PCAB registration, valid until July 9, 2024. Work experience, pass, and FCC pass. For SLA Construction and Supply, Mayor's Permit, valid until December 31, 2024. DTI, valid until April 13, 2028. Tax clearance, valid until January 5, 2025. PhilJEPs, valid until May 14, 2024. Class B participation, 100%. PCAB license, valid until February 1, 2025. PCAB registration, valid February 1, 2025. Work experience, pass, and FCC pass.
So you now open the financial documents they submitted. Time check, 10:52 in the morning.
For contract ID 23 FD0067, Edrox Construction Incorporation submitted an original copy of financial document which has the following components. Original copy, duly signed bid form. Original copy, duly signed bill of quantities. and detailed estimates. And finally, duly signed in original cash flow by quarter. Edrox Construction Incorporation has a total bid amount of 28,515,442 pesos and 26 cents only. Again, 28,515,442 pesos and 26 cents only, with no offered discounts. 28,515,442.26 with a negative variance of 1.5%. We proceed to the financial envelope submitted by SHLA Construction and Supply. The components of their original financial document submitted for contract ID 23FD0067 are the following: original and duly signed bid form, original and duly signed bill of quantities, and detailed estimates. And finally, original copy of their cash flow by quarter.
The two bidder, sorry.
SHLA Construction and Supply has a total bid amount of 28,805,243 pesos only, with no offered discount. Again, 28,805,243 pesos only. 28,805,243.00 with a negative variance of 0.5%.
So the financial documents for contract ID 23FD0067, the two bidders, Edrox Construction Incorporation, SHLA Construction and Supply, passed the preliminary examination for financial components they submitted. So for contract ID number 23FD0067, for the lowest bidder as read, it's Edrox Construction Incorporation with a bid amount of 28,515,442 pesos and 26 cents. Again, 28,515,442 pesos and 26 cents. Again, 28,515,442.26 with a variance of 1.5%. So this will be subject for evaluation of bids on February 1, 2024, and also for the conduct of post-qualification will be on February 6, 2024, both at 8:30 in the morning. Moving on to the project number 4, 23FD0068. May I request Engineer Ami to read the CWA result.
For Edrox Construction and Corporation, Mayor's Permit valid until December 31, 2024. Then we have SEC dated July 31, 2056. Tax clearance valid until March 21, 2024. PhilJeps valid until July 29, 2024. Class B participation 100%. PCAB license valid until August 23, 2026. PCAB registration valid until July 9, 2024. Work experience pass and FCC pass. For SLA Construction and Supply, Mayor's Permit valid until December 31, 2024. DTI valid until April 13, 2028. Tax clearance valid until January 5, 2025. PhilJeps valid until February 1, 2025. PCAB registration valid until February 1, 2025. work experience, pass, and FCC pass. For Rapid Works Construction and Supply, Mayor's Permit, valid until December 31, 2023, which was already verified. DTI, valid until June 19, 2028. Tax clearance, valid until November 24, 2024. PhilJEPS, valid until October 20, 2024. Class B participation, 100%. PCAB license, August 20, 2024. PCAB registration, valid until June 22, 2026. Work experience, pass, and FCC pass.
So we now open the the financial components for the three bidders.
For SHLA Construction and Supply, they submitted an original copy of their financial document for contract ID 23FD0068, which has
So
The
time
fol-
check 10:59.
the following components. Original copy and duly signed bid form. Original copy and duly signed bill of quantities and detailed estimate. An original copy of their cash flow by quarter. SHLA Construction and Supply has a total bid amount of 19,203,432 pesos only, with no offered discounts. Again, 19,203,432 pesos only, with no offered discounts. 19,203,432.00 with a negative variance of 0.5%. We proceed to Edrox Construction Incorporation, who submitted an original copy of their financial component envelope, which has the following components for contract ID 23FD0068. Original and duly signed bid form. Original copy of their bill of quantities and detailed estimates. Both are duly signed. And original copy of their cash flow by quarter. Edrox Construction Incorporation has a total bid amount of 19,107,010 pesos and 6 cents only, with no offered discounts. Again, 19,107,010 pesos only and 6 cents, with no offered discounts. 19,107,010.06. We proceed to the next and final prospective bidder, Rapid Works Construction and Supply, who submitted a financial component envelope for contract ID 23FD0068, which has the following documents: bid form, original and duly signed, original copy and duly signed of their bill of quantities and detailed estimates, summary of bids, original, and original copy of their cash flow by quarter. Rapid Works Construction and Supply has a total bid amount of 19,068,283 pesos and 68 cents only. Again, 19,068,283 pesos and 68 cents only, with no offered discounts. 19,068,283.68 with a negative variance of 1.20%.
For financial components they submitted. So the contractor, Rapid Works Construction and Supply, with a total bid amount is 19,068,283 pesos and 68 cents. Again, 19,068,283 pesos and 68 cents. Again, 19,068,283.68 with a variance of 1.2%. So the lowest bidder as read is Rapid Works Construction and Supply. So this will also be subject for the conduct of post-qualification and on February 6, 2024, and evaluation of bids will be on February 1, 2024, both at 8:30 in the morning. So are there any other issue or other concern needed to be discussed? None? So since there are no other issue and concern,